welcome back to My Life on Paper. I am Brianna, and I continue to play along with Christy's Beautiful Life and the 30 Days of Sketches. And I'm also today doing Collection Obsession. I will have that information linked below as well as the playlist for the 30 Days of Sketches. Today's sketch is by Kim Johnson Martin. The collection that I'm using for Collection Obsession is 49 Market, and it's Spectrum Sherbet, and I have a lot of it. And the goal of Collection Obsession is to do 4 layouts a month. It is the 24th of March, and this is my second layout. Love this whole collection, and that's why I have all of it. Well, I shouldn't say all of it. There's more to it than what I have. And I do have some multiples. It's not as bright, if that's okay to say. I mean, it's a little more pastel than what I normally gravitate for. Totally love it. And it's just a little harder for me to go to and grab. Not to mention that I like to look at it and hoard it. So here we are today. I have a picture of myself on our weekend trip to Chicago for New Year's Eve. We were at a yarn store. And I just thought the colors were beautiful, so I had to take a picture of myself. I didn't buy anything there. My friend Christine Christine, is it crocheting or knitting? Oh, I'm so much in trouble. I believe she crochets, but since I don't crochet or knit myself, but she was giving me instructions on how the girls could learn to crochet, so let's go with that. Christine, correct me if I'm wrong. So this is what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is, really, I'm going to get you sped up, and then I'm going to play around for a while. This might be a longer video. So here we go. Okay, so I grab out my chipboard pieces, and I make sure I know which way I want the paper to go. And I lay down my photo, and I have the branding strip, which I'm going to use as that little piece going up and down on the side there. And then I get I have tags as well, and there's a little kind of a banner up in that corner, so I lay a couple things up there. And then I go through all my pieces to try to figure out how am I going to fill these spots. And right away I know I want to use this film strip for under the photo. And here's a saying that I don't end up using. And I'm really kind of struggling with how do I fill up all this space. Oh, those rub-ons really scare me. I have to use those rub-ons, but I'm afraid, it's like a sticker you can maybe peel up. Rub-on, you're not peeling up. So we'll see. Maybe I have to put them down on paper, but which would be defeating the purpose of a rub-on. So I put this tab down below, just like you see kind of in the sketch. If you turn it on its side, oh, there's a little banner, like fishtail banner hanging out. And I want to put something circular in where they have that circle label. I go through a couple different words. A lot of this is just trial and error and moving things around. So the piece, the pink piece says happy, which I'm happy about. And I know I want to put a cluster in that right corner, like in the right bottom corner, and the sketch would be the right upper corner. I know I want something there, so I go looking through my stuff. So many choices. I have so many pieces. I got to start using these, which makes this series so great for the Collection Obsession. So I do get a little kind of a torn notebook piece there. And all the while I'm trying to keep like the colors distributed too. I want a little bit of color in each kind of corner. That yellow piece says loving life, which is perfect too. So that stays there. I switched the yellow notebook page out for the green, and then I put another word bit there and a stamp for some extra color. And then I'm looking for something for that upper right corner. There's those fishtail banners going up above the circles, but I know I'm not going to go above the circle, but I thought if it comes out of the picture, that would make sense. And so I punched out some greenery, and then I go in for like a yellow flower, and I put that up there. You'll see that in a moment, but it still just doesn't feel right to me. I'm looking for what can I put up in that corner. There's things you can cut out from the backside. There's butterflies. Anything would work in this on this bright, colorful picture with the yarn, which can be great, but also can be overwhelming. I found the pink flower, so that goes up there. And shortly, I'm gonna turn off the camera and I'm gonna go a different direction because although as much as I love this, I'm kind of not feeling it. I do punch out a lace piece that lays across the top of the photo because at this point I'm really feeling like building up that part of it. And again, that just didn't do it for me, so I went and I cut out something on my Cricut. There we go. And it has those hearts. It kind of accentuates the circle. So in the paper that you can't really see well there's like a big doily. So I made the circle to go bigger than the doily to kind of accentuate it. And I made this title. I think it's really cute. It says love because I'm not a knitter, so I didn't want to do something about knitting or crocheting. Sorry, Christine. But the yarn with the needles says love. I love all these colors. I love being there to see the excitement for Christine, because seeing Christine in the yarn shop was like me being at a scrapbook store, so that was cool. So this title is perfect there. And it's kind of in where the title is in the sketch, although mine is much bigger. And after this, it's just a matter of moving my pieces around, getting everything done. I like this much better with the circle. The funny thing is, it has the hearts on the top and the hearts on the bottom left, and I end up going and covering up those hearts on the bottom left, but it all works out. I found little chipboard hearts to go with the hearts in the circle. So that worked well. And then I decide, rather than using that chipboard tag, I cut out a piece of paper that's from the same paper I cut out the title. And I do a lot of, how big should I make it? Should I make it the same size as the tag? And I think I end up making it about the same size as the tag. But it's that color variation, kind of mixed media-ish. Which I end up putting another notebook piece on top for some journaling. The notebook piece on the bottom right ends up with a lot of decoration. So the piece on the top left gets the spot that's going to be for the journaling. And it all works out well. So I'm going with my Tombow mono adhesive liquid glue to get the circle down so that doesn't move around. And then, gotta glue the whole circle down. And I think I might still play, I definitely still play around with all those little pieces once I get this down too. Again, trying to get each color in each of I've kind of got 3 clusters going on, kind of. Not to mention the hearts in the upper right. And that happy, that's the pink word that's sitting above my head in the photo. So I use my ATG to get the photo down, and then I'm going to sneak in the film strip under the photo with my liquid glue. And then the photo does kind of end up closer to the left hand side of the page than what I kind of started off with. So when I go back and get the branding strip to put underneath it, I lost a bit of room. So what I end up doing is trimming it down and tucking it under the photo, which works perfectly. I know we say it all the time, or I say it all the time, that the sketch is a jumping off place. So it gets you going, and then you can do with it as you like. I put two, okay, so there goes the happy, and then I know I'll get those 2 circles down next to the tab on the bottom of the photo to cover that heart that's upside down and looks out of place. The banner goes up in the left-hand side, and then I do grab that yellow notebook piece. The orange piece says sweet, and then I'm still like kind of auditioning different pieces to go around. It seems like I'm trying everything out. And I like that label piece, the green, and then I pull out some words to go on top of that. And I found happy hearts, and I didn't realize that I kind of repeated the words on the page. So one says happy above my head, and then it says happy hearts, but I figure we were happy to be at the yarn shop, so it's okay. So then different color circles get tried out on the bottom. I know I've got the green film strip, but I pulled in the green circle. I get those hearts down like I want them, and the hearts move around the page, and just try out different things to see what looks best. There goes a blue circle. I end up finding an orange circle, which makes me happy because there wasn't any orange over on that side. Oh, here I try orange with a frame, but it wasn't really, it kind of looked out of place there, and I don't think it still was covering up that heart. Tried an orange tag, which kind of covers up the film strip then. Make sure you check out everybody playing along below. There's a playlist. Give some love to people. Maybe check out some people you haven't seen before. Find somebody new to subscribe to. Making the cluster on the right. So there's like a notebook. Maybe I didn't find that yet. But I gotta use these more. I think there's the notebook, the pink notebook. I'll have to remember that I could really use any of these pieces on different layouts. I don't have to use it just with these papers. I have so many embellishments. All right, still working on that cluster to cover up the heart, and there comes the orange circle. So we're getting closer here to having it the way I wanted it. And then I get the hearts glued down on that one big heart, which I'm happy with. And then I use the liquid glue for my title, which works excellent. I don't have to glue everything, but just get the main points and on the outsides. And then I overlap the title a little bit, and it touches the heart on the top, which makes me happy. And then I start working on the cluster in the bottom right. And get those down pretty much as I had them before. There's a cute little orange butterfly, the blue stamp, the yellow circle, and kind of a greenish heart. We're getting towards the end of the series this month. I've been getting lots done, very excited. I still have to get 2 more obsession confession layouts done, so be watching for that. That should be interesting to see if I can get that done this month. But I do love this collection. I love working with it, so it shouldn't be too hard. I just have to find the right pictures. I have some, I think it's 4-inch washi tape that goes with this collection that I haven't even tried out yet. That should be a priority for me. It's beautiful. I'll have to try that out with the next video. We'll see if there's a layout coming out that would work good with. Otherwise, I'll find a different layout that I can do, different sketch I can do with the washi tape. So, all right, here it is. Have a fabulous day. I'll see you again tomorrow for another video.